Hi everyone, welcome to Ellie. I'm Chris King.
I'm Alexander Boyd.
Today we're having a game rundown. Alex is our host for today, so we're going to go down just all the topics of this week, a little bit of last week and stuff, and we have a lot of stuff to cover.
So I think we'll start off with Bethesda hosting its first E3.
Yeah, great topic.
So I think it's about time. Mm-hmm. So what are your thoughts on it?
Bethesda. I mean, they're one of the most iconic studios in the industry today. They've been making games, obviously, from Elder Scrolls for a very, very long time. It's one of the most recognizable IPs. So this is interesting because the question to me really is that they're going to E3, the first time at E3, but does it mean that they're going to have their own keynote? Does it mean they're going to have their own booth? You know, what they're not really specific on what they're going to have. I assume it's going to be like an extra kind of video, kind of like what Konami did a few years back. Right before E3 started, they had their own kind of press conference that was like an hour long, but it wasn't part of E3. It was like right before it. So I think it's going to be something along those lines. I don't think they need to be on stage for like 2 hours. They only have like 3 games we actually really care about. So
that's true. But
as iconic as they are,
I think they have plans for stuff, especially Fallout being this huge thing right now.
Yeah.
So I think that they'll have their own stage time for a while, like you know how Ubisoft has their own. I see that's the thing too. Just I don't know how long they will be on stage for. Like how much do we have for?
I think that if anyone would have the capacity to be part of that group, it'd be Activision because they make like 100 games a year.
Yeah.
So I think if anyone would do it, it'd probably be them because they'd be fit right there between EA and Ubisoft. But I don't think they're gonna do that. But I think they're gonna have some sort of press conference. And as you mentioned already, Fallout 4. That's what's on everyone's mind. They already did Skyrim. They did Elder Scrolls Online, which was very close with Skyrim. And now it's probably time that Fallout's been in development for years now. So I want just I remember leaked images a while ago was like a Skyrim Legendary Edition that had all the DLC, and for Ps4, Xbox One, that's what I want.
Yeah.
So if they can announce that and like Fallout 4 is now in development, I think that'd be really good.
We spoke about this behind the scenes, but I want to Brink 2. Okay, we need Brink 2.
We just did. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing with Brink is that nobody cared about it. I was the only person who was just like, I worked at retail at the time, and I was right there, and I was like, oh, Brink is going to come out. Yeah. And then my friend, he was like with me too. He's like, yeah, Bethesda has that make it or just fail kind of thing. And Brink was one for me. I was just like, this is a post-apocalyptic world. You can customize your characters. Like, Brink is going to be awesome.
Parkour.
Parkour. I want Brink. I want Brink to be awesome. Then Brink came out, and I was still like weird about it. I'll wait for reviews or something. Yeah. And then I was like, I'm so happy they spent $60 on this. And like a month later, I think it cut down half in price. Yeah. Like people didn't care about.
Yeah, it was bad. As you can tell, we've been Bethesda fans for a very long time. So when literally Brink, I mean, it sold me already with just the name that Bethesda was publishing it, but I actually liked the trailers. I liked the concept. I platinumed the game, and I even got the DLC for it. You know, guys.
I didn't even know I had DLC.
Yeah, it had. I think it was a free pack of DLC. But I played through the game. I don't know. Like I said, I had so much hope for it, but I guess they have to just kind of stick to what they're good at.
Really, I think that Brink 2 could work. I think that
I would play it.
They'll take what they failed with in Brink and then just bring it in, make it awesome.
It made like no money. That's the problem.
It made nothing.
Yeah. So we'll see. Brink 2.
Nobody talks about it. I want to Brink 2. Bring back Brink 2 in the Dreamcast 2.
Hashtag Brink 2 on Dreamcast 2. Yeah.
Okay, the next topic we have is Evolve, the launch and the launch trailer. So Evolve. So we have that here.
Yeah. Updating.
Yeah, updating for hours and hours and days. So Evolve, you did get to play a bit of it.
Yeah, I got it yesterday. So just the day after the launch. And immediately, like when I put it in, of course, it has a really massive update. I turned it off after because I was like, I really don't care to play it right now. I'm still working on Dying Light. And then we have another game we're going to review after that you guys will find out about soon. And then we're going to move into Evolve. So I have to wait a little bit. I'm trying to rush through these games as fast as I can. But Dying Light is taking much longer than it should. Maybe that's a spoiler for the review. But anyway, so Evolve, I played through the tutorial. It starts you off with a tutorial for the monster, and then a tutorial for the hunter. So, which is cool, I guess. It plays like any other shooter, pretty much. it's different. It's not what I expected. A little underwhelming, but it's a tutorial. That's probably the problem, that I didn't really want a tutorial, because it was straight up like old school kind of tutorial. Like here's, I don't know, just walking.
Press X.
Yeah. Press X to jump, like we didn't know that already. Press, whatever. The controls are also weird. Like R2 is to attack, I think, which is weird to me. Like a regular attack should be just like square, So very weird to me how the buttons are mapped. But I mean, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. It has it'll take a little while to update so we can play with you guys, but we'll do some videos on it when we can.
Okay. I'm excited to play it. Of course, I want to be the monster. I want to be damn Cthulhu. That's what I really want.
Yeah. That's what I'm waiting for too.
Yeah, I want Cthulhu. I'm sure that eventually, when the movies start coming out, like Skull Island comes out, we'll have King Kong.
That would be so dope.
Yeah.
Honestly, to be honest, that would actually be really dope.
I think there's a lot of stuff they could do with that. Like Evolve.
Yeah,
if Evolve has some
Godzilla.
kind of if they have some kind of thing with Universal or something,
they should.
Yeah, that'd be smart. It would be really smart.
They should just like make Rampage.
Oh shit!
Like Shuttle Rock, they should just make a new Rampage game.
And call it Evolve.
Call it Evolve. That'd be dope.
Evolve even more.
Oh man, I love that game.
Yeah, because as far as I've seen from the footage, I only saw jungle stuff. Is this only in the jungle?
The tutorial I played in was also like kind of a jungle setting.
So it can never be Rampage because it's not in the streets.
Yeah,
that sucks.
That's true. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Okay, well, the next topic is Persona 5 trailer. So I'm just going to jump ahead and talk about that myself because I just saw the trailer for it, and the first thing I thought was Cowboy Bebop, just because of the music in it. I thought that was cool, and I like that you play as Tuxedo Mask. And I'm gonna see the Sailor Scouts are here. I know the cat from Sailor Moon is in there.
Yeah,
I think that's what it looks like to me. So your thoughts on Persona 5?
Okay, yeah. So this is really crazy. We have a really close fan member that loves Persona. Yeah, loves the series. Has been talking to me about it for years. And even when I worked in also another video game retail store, everyone like Persona Golden and Persona 4, I believe Persona 4 Golden on the Vita sold like at least one copy every week, like without fail for like the whole time I was there. Like it just at least much more than one, but it's one of those series that it keeps selling. It makes so much money. It's a spin-off of Shin Megami, so I'm happy to say that we will be covering Persona 5. It's the first game that either of us will have played, but one of us will cover Persona 5, mainly because this trailer sold me. It's a JRPG. It's turn-based, like Final Fantasy, like we love. The menus, the art style is what sold.
That was cool.
Because I could watch just this like as an anime by itself, and it is an anime now. But
yeah. When I heard the trailer music, I was like, "This is awesome." Yeah. I would have this as a ringtone. Like this is just cool.
Yeah, it's dope.
Okay, so now Treyarch is making Call of Duty in 2015. So. Your thoughts on this?
Okay, well, so I played through Advanced Warfare extensively. Didn't play the DLC, but I played through the game extensively last year. Didn't get the chance to review it, but we did play through it. I mean, it's funny because Advanced Warfare, it was kind of like that Star Wars moment, like in the really bad prequels, like in Episode 3 when. Oh, sorry, we're getting sidetracked. Oh, when Obi-Wan tells Anakin, like, you were the chosen one. That was my moment with Advanced Warfare. Like, Advanced Warfare was supposed to be the game that brings, excuse the pun, but just everything to balance, Yeah. It was supposed to be what revives Call of Duty, and it just didn't. It was just Call of Duty. The same exact game. I would have preferred just an HD version of Modern Warfare 1. Like, I don't know why they don't just do that at this point. It's sad. It's just sad. Like I know Activision loves annual franchises because they love money. I mean, who doesn't? Business-wise, Activision is brilliant. They know how to market a game and how to sell it. Really corny, but they really know how to make their money. But this week also, like the CEO of PlayStation, I think it was Shuhei. I'm not sure if it was Shuhei or someone else, but he mentioned that he doesn't like annual franchises because you can't put that same kind of quality into an annual. But this is a 3-year game, so 2015 also, which I'm expecting to be World of War 2. It could be another Black Ops game, but I think people want another World of War and want to give that kind of era another chance. So again, I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you think that we're gonna drink the Kool-Aid on this one when the trailer comes out?
I think that we're kind of forced to. For me, Black Ops was fun. As for I forgot the latest one, Advanced Warfare. I was one of those assholes that called it Call of Halo. I call it Call of Halo because it is Halo. It's practically Dead Space Halo. You know,
Destiny, even really close to Destiny.
It's just I didn't care for it. I thought it was cool. I was happy that we're going further. I think that we went to the past a lot, over and over and over again. Finally, we got our World War II, and so on and so forth. Like, there's a lot of stuff that we could do. I did like Black Ops because... Oh, wait. Modern Warfare, I think, was my favorite one. I think I was actually a fan of Modern Warfare. I thought that fit so well for the time. I thought that... I just liked it. I like destroying stuff in my backyard of today.
Yeah.
So, going further to advance, I was cool with it. And then now, I think I'm done. I've been done, actually, for a while. So, I think they just got to go back. I think they're just going to go back. So, I think that World at War... 2 will be the smartest bet to go.
A reboot would be really cool. So, I mean, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I think they should reboot the whole thing. I think they should reboot everything, start from the beginning, just go Civil War.
Well, what I've been hearing is which is not going to happen because they have 3 different studios working on it. But if at some point, I think when sales decline, like we might just see Call of Duty, the brand Call of Duty. And 2014, 2015, 2016, and just keep releasing DLC. So you just buy one game, maybe it's a subscription thing, which will fail, but whatever it is, and you just kind of I think that's just better than trying to play us with another iteration of the game every time. I mean, everyone will buy it, of course. It's like Transformers, but I mean, who knows? We'll see what the future for Call of Duty is.
Well, I think that's very smart. I don't think that you should just call it Call of Duty. I think that if you call something Call of Duty, it should just be Civil War. Call of Duty Civil War. Then we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Then we have Call of Duty World War II. World War One. We got Vietnam or something. Like start putting time periods, and then from there we'll do subscription based, like all DLC, and we just keep moving forward in there.
Yeah.
It's like
I think that makes sense as well.
Call of Duty Punch Hitler in the face. It's just I think that would be nice to jump into these places. Then we do another Modern Warfare. Just call it Call of Duty Anarchy, and it's right in your backyard.
Yeah, I mean, clearly they love this whole kind of time thing. So yeah, past, present, and future.
Yes. And I think we'll move forward from there, and clean it all up. Yeah. Okay, so now we got Titanfall 2. EA execs have stated it is unlikely it will be an Xbox exclusive. So, Titanfall was one of the games that I was very excited about when the Xbox One was announced. Yes. I was like, this is supposed to be a launch game. This is cool. There's no campaign mode. We just jump in. It's multiplayer. Mechs. We got mechs. We got parkour. We got jetpacks. We got a bunch of stuff in there. I was excited for it. I did play it a bit, and I didn't care for it. So was it a bad plan for it to be an Xbox exclusive? At the time, I thought that it was smart. I thought that Xbox needed more exclusives. So now that it won't be exclusives, it won't be exclusive to Xbox. I think that's very interesting. So your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I always said that, I mean, from both different parties is very different because obviously you have a PlayStation, but I tried a little bit of Titanfall, but I remember like even when both consoles were launched and announced, I said that, Killzone shouldn't have been a fall game. It should have been a spring game, Q1, to go up against Titanfall, to kind of have that battle. But it turned out that, both kind of games were lackluster, and again, I think it's the problem that when Titanfall came out, literally the tagline on the game was the Call of Duty killer, which was not a real tagline, but it was the tagline that we gave it. This was supposed to be the Call of Duty killer. This was supposed to be another one of Xbox's really, kind of hardcore franchises, first-person shooters. I mean, it played well, but it just didn't live up to the hype.
I don't remember because it's been a while, but I didn't like the controls. I think I had a problem with the controls.
It was mapped a little bit, kind of strange.
Yeah. Didn't care for it. So Titanfall 2.
Yeah, so Titanfall 2. Yeah.
I wonder if people are even excited.
I mean, no, I'm not excited really. I mean, unless they take drastic changes, which I don't really see what they can do really with it.
Now that is something I want to hear in the comments. If you guys talk about, if you have Titanfall, do you still play it? Does anybody still play Titanfall?
Right.
Am I going to get on Titanfall and I'm just fighting a bunch of AI? You know, it's just
yeah. If it was like if they make it really big, you know, like a really big field, maybe throwing vehicles or something. I don't know. Then it could be interesting, but who knows?
All right. And then the last one of today. This one's not necessarily a game one. It is actually Netflix. Netflix predicts new PS4 and Xbox One capable of 4K in fall of 2015. So this fall. So we looked up 4K. We looked up all the connections and everything you need. Supposedly the PS4 and Xbox One had 4K capabilities. I don't see it on there. I keep looking at this eraser. It's not there. And looked at the VCR. It's not in there. So 4K, it uses two connections that look somewhat like HDMI cables, but it's two of them, each one running 2K up into a TV. So I don't know if you guys know the prices, but 4K TV, a decent one, will be about a price of a cheap car. So 4K. Does Netflix is talking about PS4 and Xbox being able to do 4K. Is this a pressure move? Is this actually capable? Is it possible? Do you want one? Talk about it, Chris.
Okay, well, I watched Sony's conference at CES, and at one point they actually had the CEO of Netflix come out. So you can tell right off the bat Sony's in bed with Netflix. And
yes.
As I mentioned, when the PS4 launched, the PS3 was the biggest platform for Netflix, period. So PlayStation owners love Netflix, and we can see that, and Netflix loves PlayStation owners as well. Now, this feels like a power play to me, as you mentioned. It seems like they're trying to put pressure, because now once they get that word 4K out there to the masses, they're going to start demanding 4K Netflix on PlayStation, and of course, when you have that much demand, it's your only reaction to supply. But no, I don't think it's possible. Before the PS4, we talked about the standard for PS4 has to be 4K, and I still believe in that, because it's not going to happen. Because as you can tell, games today are struggling to make 1080p, which to me is sad. It's just sad. I know it's not all about resolution per se, but the fact that you are more interested in how many people you have just picking their noses, walking the streets of Chicago and Watch Dogs, rather than having a game that actually meets the standards of next gen, tells you that there's no way 4K is coming anytime soon. Now, 4K streaming for Netflix, can that happen? Perhaps. I'm sure that's just a matter of updating, as you mentioned, maybe with like the new model of a PlayStation, kind of slim, I guess you can call it. But 4K takes a lot of bandwidth, and it takes a lot of memory. So I don't think this generation is built for 4K. I will say it again, the PS5 and the Xbox 2 has to be 4K. I don't want to play 1080p games anymore. I want 4K, because at that point we're going to start adopting those 4K TVs. So
we're going to need a server overhaul. We're going to need updates for everything. We're going to need to even update our TV.
It's going to be another one of those, like when we moved from
regular tube TVs to
HD
flat screens, and then from there we moved up to HD, and then we were debating on to buy an LCD or a plasma, like that big struggle, and then from there the DVDs to Blu-rays. I didn't see much quality, difference in quality, and now Blu-ray is finally the standard. Well, when Blu-ray actually came out, HD DVD came out as well, and then I didn't know which one to choose, and then let's just go for Blu-ray since I have a PS3, and
it's gonna be crazy. But as far as them assuming that another PS4 is gonna come out this year, it's not gonna happen. There's no way.
Like you were saying, we can't do 1080p. So what makes you think we could do even 2K? And then they're already talking about 4K.
Right. No, it's not gonna happen. I mean, at least just for the streaming. But if you really want 4K Netflix, start saving up and buy a 4K TV. Maybe a 4K smart TV. Might as well. That would probably come with Netflix 4K. So.
From what I've been told is that there's already some channels, like some news channels, that actually do it in 2K and probably even 4K. I don't remember. I don't care. I don't watch the news.
That's the other thing, and we've got to wrap this up. But there's barely 4K cameras out there right now. Like most of those films have been recording on kind of stuff that are built better for 1080p and HD quality kind of stuff. So that means that filmmakers now, as a standard, have to be filming in 4K or plus, just to make that kind of stuff. Because Game of Thrones, if it's still filmed on a regular kind of camera, which it's not, but if it still is, it doesn't matter if it's 4K, it's just upscaled. You want 4K native across the board. So we're far off from that.
Yeah, we are. We are. I think there's only like one person in all of California, or two people that actually has an IMAX setup in their house.
Yeah.
And like, come on, nobody can. Well, we can't afford that.
Yeah.
So I think people need this eventually. So it has to become cheaper. It has to be produced massively. So I guess that's what he's trying to do here. I think he's saying, it's like, hey guys, you have a PS4 in your house, you have an Xbox One in your house. It's about time to start looking into 4K. I think that's what he's trying to do. We're way off, like it's way too early, but I think it's needed. It'll happen in time.
Yeah, eventually.
Blade Runner, the Blade Runner world, if you guys know what I'm talking about, it's supposed to happen in, what, 9 years from now? So in 9 years, I expect advertisement to be all over the walls and all that stuff, like moving advertisement.
Yeah.
The future's here.
It is. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. For all next-gen gaming news, you're already in the right place. Goodbye, Deli.